He drank whiskey, smoked huge cigars, and in the process saved Europe from Nazism. This was Winston Churchill, a man who was simultaneously hated and idolized. He was born on November 30th, 1874, at the vast Blenheim Palace. The grandson of the Duke of Marlborough, he was surrounded by luxury and privilege from birth. Yet his childhood was difficult. He had a stutter, struggled academically, and suffered from frequent illnesses. His parents paid him little attention, and his teachers considered him a lost cause. Despite this, he entered the prestigious Sandhurst Military Academy and graduated with distinction. His military career began. He saw action in Cuba, India, and Sudan. By the age of 24, he had already become a renowned war correspondent. In 1899, during the Boer War, he was taken prisoner. He staged a daring escape and trekked nearly 500 kilometers across enemy territory. He returned home a national hero. At 26, he became a member of parliament, the youngest and most audacious of them all. In 1911, he was appointed First Lord of the Admiralty, where he modernized the British fleet ahead of World War I. Then came 1915. The Gallipoli campaign ended in a disastrous failure, claiming tens of thousands of lives. Churchill was blamed and removed from office. He fell into a deep depression, a state he himself called the Black Dog. Many politicians believed his career was over for good, but he did not break. He volunteered for the front in France, fighting in the trenches as an ordinary officer. He returned stronger than ever. In the 1930s, he was the only one loudly warning of the danger posed by Adolf Hitler. While all Europe sought peace at any price, Churchill declared, "This is not peace. It is cowardly appeasement that will lead to war." He was ridiculed and branded a warmonger and a drunkard. He spent years in political isolation. May 10, 1940, the Germans launched a massive offensive. Britain was in panic. The king appointed Churchill prime minister. In his very first speech, he spoke candidly, "I have nothing to offer you but blood, toil, tears, and sweat." When France fell and Britain stood alone, he delivered a legendary speech. "We shall fight on the beaches, on the fields, in the towns. We shall never surrender." The Battle of Britain, 1940. Every day, hundreds of German bombers filled the skies over London. Churchill personally toured the devastated streets, speaking with the people and boosting their morale. He forged a great alliance, uniting Britain, America, and the Soviet Union against Hitler. The Big Three summits, Tehran and Yalta, Churchill, Roosevelt, and Stalin determined the fate of the world. June 6, 1944, D-Day, the largest amphibious landing operation in human history. May 8, 1945, Victory in Europe Day. London erupted in joy. Churchill stood on the balcony, flashing the V for Victory sign. Yet in July 1945, he was unexpectedly ousted from office. The British people had voted for the Labour Party. Churchill was shocked but accepted defeat with dignity, calling it the price of democracy. In 1946, in Fulton, he delivered his famous Iron Curtain speech, predicting the onset of the Cold War. In 1951, at the age of 77, he once again became Prime Minister of Great Britain. In 1953, he received the Nobel Prize in Literature for his books and memoirs. His final years. Despite illness and strokes, he continued to smoke cigars and work. On January 24, 1965, Winston Churchill died at the age of 90. He was accorded a state funeral on a par with a royal one. Millions came to pay their last respects. His life is the story of a man who fell many times but rose again each time. Success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. These words seem to have been written with him in mind. He was not perfect, he had his flaws and weaknesses, yet at history's darkest moment he did not break. A single man of strong will was able to change the course of the entire Second World War. Churchill showed the world that character and courage matter most. He is hailed as the greatest Briton of the 20th century. His story teaches us never to give up, even when the whole world is against us. When all seems lost, that is precisely when true leadership begins. Churchill stands as a symbol of resilience, humor, and unyielding will. A man who smoked and drank, yet still won the war against history's most terrible tyrant. His life offers a lesson for all generations. Never fear being unpopular if you are right. Never give up, even when everyone around you has. It is people like this who change history. Winston Churchill will forever go down in history as the man who saved freedom.